Every answer's where you are. Hearts are calling, spirits move. Every path is leading you. Mainline, love and life and destiny. More than just what eyes can see. Step into the truth tonight. This is Saturday Psychic Live.
And good evening, good day, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Yes, you are here for the very first Psychic Live, Saturday Psychic Live of 2026. So welcome to all our readers, welcome to everybody over there in the chat, and welcome to everyone who's sitting and watching and listening. It's nice to see you. I hope you all had a fantastic holiday season and that everything was working just well. So let's go through. I want to know, what are we doing as far as cards go? Who's got what cards? So what are you using today? We'll start with Jess, and then we'll go to Zara, and then when AKWANA joins, we'll go to AKWANA as well. What are you using today?
Hello. Okay, so for relationship questions, I have, I was guided to bring the Confessions of a Soulmate deck, and I have another, it's like intermingled with another relationship deck, so that'll be fun if anyone has any love questions. And then I'm going to use, I'm finally going to make the switch to my new deck, my Rider-Waite.
Oh, look, it's a tarot. Nice, shiny, no tears, no bumps and lumps. Oh my goodness, roll out the boat.
Yeah, so I slept with them under my pillow. So that's a tip for anybody wanting to get to bond with your cards and put your energy into it. So that was the trick. I just needed to put it under my pillow.
Oh, how lovely. And it's always nice to open a new pack of cards. Wonderful. And Zara, what cards are you using today?
So I have my trusty Rider-Waite holographics today.
Okay.
Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, it's very nice too. Well done. Very well done. And we've got AKWANA. Which cards are you using today, AKWANA? And welcome and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, y'all. So today I've just got my the Light Seers tarot deck. Yeah, I like them. They're happy.
They're happy cards. Yes, they are. So hello to everybody in the chat. And you see we're trialing out some new software where the chat is actually on the screen, which means that even people that are not on their phone and watching the chat, they can actually see what's being said, which is nice. We see Cheyenne Blue is there, which is really good. I will go through and star some. And I'm just going to use, what have I got today? The star seeds, which are these. They're the nice ones. They always work extremely well. So as you say, if it doesn't broke, it is not broken, you don't need to fix it, which is fine. So I know we've got some possibility of some mediumistic questions. So be aware then that it will be Zara and Jess, and AKWANA and I will sit to the side, which is good. And we're just going to be going through. And please don't forget to put QQQ in front of your question so that I can find you, because I'm busy going through and I've been starring them since about 7 o'clock. So let's go to the top, and there we go. Let's go straight up to the top. I'm trying to find the top. There we go. Right. So hello. Here we go. And this is today's first one. So this one is saying, it's from Baby Doll. Hello, Baby Doll. Hope you had a good festive season. In 2019, after my dad died, I talked to him through Medium. She told me that I'm also gifted, but afraid to open up. I do feel things. Can you give me some advice? Am I gifted? So first things first is Baby Doll's passed over father, can you feel him around? Is there anything there that you can, share that you're picking up? So, Zara, have you got anything for baby doll? And then we'll go across to Jess.
Yeah, you are indeed gifted. I mean, everybody is, but it depends on how evolved they have allowed themselves to become. So, and how far away from their ego they've come. So, I feel definitely Dad is always around you. He's always supporting you. He's always trying to give you signs. He wants you to believe what you hear. He wants to believe in what you see. He is also, right, he's showing me, he showed me a picture, but he's showing me a cricket bat. I can see a field with a cricket bat. So I don't know if that was something that he enjoyed watching or playing, but yeah, cricket bat and cricket field and the smells of the grass and everything. So that's lovely. He is part of your team. He's part of your team, and he loves you very much, and he feels so honoured to be. He's like, it's like he's saying, but there's me, and I'm not even that that advanced, and yet I'm part of her team. Like he's really proud to be part of your team. So he's very he's very proud of you and very proud to be helping you from where he is. And so he's talking about some travel as well. He's helping you with travel. So if you haven't travelled, yes, this is literal travel, and I can see a motorway. I'm not sure where you are, a motorway or a highway, freeway, something along those lines. So I can see a bit of travel to and from somewhere as well. He's saying just take a bit of extra care there. And I heard the word ice, so I don't know whether that's the ice situation. I don't really know much about that, or the ice people, or whether that's actual ice weather conditions. But just be a bit extra careful when you're if you're taking a journey in a car or with someone in a car. So yeah, he's very close to you, very, very close to you. Oh, he's giving you a big warm hug.
That's really wonderful. Thank you, Zara, for the first mediumistic reading of the year. And Jess, what do you see for Ilsa, for baby doll, please, around her dad and herself?
Hi, baby doll. Happy New Year. So, and I'm sorry for the loss of your father. I do feel him as well. Always around you. In particular, I'm seeing that I was seeing like the spiritual side of the travel that Zara was talking about. I feel like you've been astral traveling to him, like having really deep conversations. I'm also, your aura is sticking out to me the most. It's a bright electric yellow. So that usually tells me you're in a very psychic energy at the moment. So there's a lot of buzz and exciting new things that are revealing themselves to you. You're pulling in signs, symbols, and synchronicities. So pay attention. Also, they're being sent from your dad. So I got the date 2/11. So February 11th might be when your spidey senses really kick off. The thing that to start opening up when you feel that you're ready. We don't want to open up our third eye too quickly because it can kind of make us like, you just don't want to blow it wide open, right? You want to do it, let it unfurl, so to speak, in your own natural rhythms. And everybody, astrologically wise, kind of has their own unique rhythm, right? And so sometimes we feel like, yeah, we can learn, we can study. So listen to your body. And I do feel like February 11th is a significant date. I don't know what that is. Give us some feedback. It's always fun to get feedback because you never know. Use discernment how we interpret things, because it's always so fascinating to get feedback and find like, the way you said something, it was just slightly different. It's really cool. So next 6 months, I see there's a lot of options coming in and choices for your study, your psychic study coming in. So try any and everything. A big one for you is I want you to do like a journal and start to write down your precognitive premonitions and like put a check mark next to the ones that are accurate, because I really feel like you're psychic in a precognitive way at the moment. Some people are more post-cognitive. Some people like are in real time in the present. So we can all hone in on each of those skills, but we're naturally gifted at one. So you start there and then you pull the thread and the whole psychic web opens up to you. I am getting, yes, your dad said, this is the truth. Yes.
Cute.
I'm also getting the number 9 in relation to him. So this could be September or the 9th of something. And I also feel his message is that you're closing out a romantic cycle or something that maybe was burdening you or making you feel unhappy. And there's a fresh start coming in. And I think, you know, getting into intuitive courses, psychic courses, opening the third eye, those are all going to be fun things to distract you and build your confidence in psychic skills. So good luck.
That's perfect. What a way to start the new year up. It's one of those very good years. So I'm going to have a look, and don't forget to put QQQ in, because then at least I can find them, which is very good. So the starred ones have been put aside. And here is the next one. Is from Nacy. And it's very cute. Oh, my birthday falls on 1/11/1 portal this year. Am I meant to do anything different that day or any other of the number 1 portals? So I'm going to go to AKWANA to understand about either the portals, because I know that she experiences portals in a particular very special way down at the tribal river, because there's a portal there. But maybe you can also have a look at what Nacy could be doing and how that portal could service her and what would be best for her. And then we'll carry on around the room. So we'll start off with AKWANA for Nacy for right now.
Okay, sure. So first of all, very cool. Love the portal for the birthday. Birthdays are especially energetic for us. I know a couple months before and after big birthdays, like there's a lot of energy flow there. I would say since it's a 1, on your birthday, you need to be focusing on new beginnings, like things that you're passionate about, getting things started. And if there's what I personally do, because the area I live in is a giant portal. So I go to areas of water or land or areas in nature that I'm particularly connected to. So I would say if there's anywhere special, even if it's just like a special tree that you like to be around, go to that area, invite those energies in, draw it down from above, from source, and lock your feet into the ground as well while you draw those energies in, and really make the most of it, because that's I think numerically it's a very, very powerful time for you. So make the most of it and just manifest all of those new beginnings and things that you want to change, that you want to ignite within your soul and to ignite in others.
I think that's perfect. Right, Nacy. And for yourself, Zara, what do you get for Nacy with her portal of 1111?
Well, all the ones. Definitely a leadership year for you, so yeah, take the lead, take control, move into your power spot. Anyone around you, friends, family, who can help you excel, pull in that energy, enlist their help, and get yourself out there. I know recently I've had an exceptional amount of support and help from a few individuals. I wanted to mention 2 actually today, Simon and Emma, because I know they're watching. I love you both. But it's really important that we do pull those energies in from people when we need them, and lead. Go for it. Lead. You are taking the reins this year, taking the reins forward, and making things happen.
Fantastic. And Jessie, what do you see for Nacy on her 11111111?
I know. I love it. I love repeating numbers. It's just such a good confirmation you're on the right path. And I agree totally with the other readers. Yeah, you're stepping into a leadership. Maybe you need to sip more water. Leadership role. I'm seeing next 6 months, you're going to have a lot of opportunities and experiences that ask you to step up in your spiritual authority, to use your throat chakra to channel your unique gifts. And I got the download to go look up your destiny matrix chart, because you'll find the karmic tale from a past life that you are mastering and getting through right now during this portal that's about to come up. So fascinating. Go look that up, and you can kind of fine tune and figure out what you're working, what you can't incarnated with, and what's working against you, and how to master or get over that last little hump. I feel like it's like the home stretch where there's something still rattling around, and you're like, oh, I don't want to be on a grand stage, or I don't want to put my voice out there. It's scary, kind of thing. And I was also getting something maybe with codependency, and needing someone else to support you, and that's the message. Get on your throne, honey. Own your spiritual authority.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, get on your throne, get it done. And Baby Doll's just come back to us with feedback, and she has just said, I was the one who helped him, that's her dad, when he passed away. So thank you very much for the reading. It looks like that was very successful, which is great. So we're going to go on to 88888 happy. Wow, there's lots of eights in that. How awesome. Hello, ladies. The eviction papers were not served, even though I did not leave on 1/5/26 because I filed a big high up claim. I think a crime investigation is going on. What is the outcome? So that's quite an interesting one. I'm pleased that Happy has got lots of eights, because that's very positive. So Happy, I think that there is a lot going on behind the scenes, which is good. And I think from your point of view that you've got all of this still to come up. You need to make sure that you're absolutely spot on with all your evidence, and that you make sure that that gets put in front of whoever it is that's investigating. I think it's going to take a while before it comes around, but I think there will be some sort of a settlement. But I think that settlement, prepare yourself, that settlement is going to say, we want you to move on. We want you to vacate the apartment. So just be ready for that, because I think that's their end goal, is to have the property back and put it back into the city county. And that's where they're going. So just, you can take a breather right now, but I think there's other stuff coming. AKWANA, what do you think about 8888 happy?
All right, so I just I pulled a couple cards, and I'm just gonna kind of tell you the feeling that I'm getting from them. I'll show you real quick. So I've got the Nine of Wands here, and I've got the Two of Cups. And what I'm taking this as is that you got a really long battle ahead of you. Like, pace yourself, honestly. Like, pace yourself. And it looks like behind the scenes, because you're wondering about an investigation or something, it looks like behind the scenes there, whoever this is that's going against you is now looks like they're maybe joining forces with somebody else. So I think that's indicating this long-term battle that you won't necessarily come out unscathed from. So I would just keep your guard up, keep your protections up, and just be patient but diligent at this point.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. And of course, right in the beginning of the brand new year, not the very best, but there we go. And Zara, what do you have to say about this, the lady 8888 happy with everything that's going on around her right now?
Yeah, well, it's interesting because that chimes in with both of the previous readers, because I've got some male energy coming in, and I feel that that's correct. There is someone coming in to has been enlisted to come in and help out with the situation, and I also see it turning full circle. So there's a King of Cups, which is your male, and then I've got the World. So that indicates to me that there is a full circle moment. So you may find yourself in a situation back where you started.
Oh, wow.
So, but it's not necessarily a negative thing, because it's coming up the right way round, and that indicates that it is a positive thing. Although you may not see it at this stage, it is going to turn out to be positive. And in time, whatever happens, if you do leave the property, you will, in 6 months after that, look back and realize how much it was necessary to happen. So sometimes it's about letting things go, letting things unfold, and trusting in the universe that it will actually serve you in the right way in the end.
That's a good point for this lady. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that, Sarah. And of course, Jess, what do you get for 888 happy with all this eviction papers and case and all that stuff?
I agree with everybody. Paper trails, documentation, really important to do all of your homework. But I also see that there's a change in residents coming in the next 1 to 3 months. So I see you're making lots of decisions next couple of weeks or so. And don't be fearful, embrace the journey. It almost looks like the universe is kind of kicking you out of the nest so you can find an energetic space that better serves you and suits you. And because it looks like there's a lot of chaos or chaotic energy in the area that you're living. So it's almost like they're trying to get you to safe waters, so to speak, your guides anyway, your guidance team. So don't be fearful about the move. I see good things in the future, and it's like a whole new you by next year.
Oh, that's brilliant. And I think she'll be very happy with that. And of course, Happy New Year and wonderful. I hope you had a good Christmas. And here we go to the next one. This is Brooks was here. Any messages regarding my current health issue and any messages that my guides feel I must receive? God bless and love to you all, ladies. That's very sweet. So have we got anything? We know that there was a message that had come through before from the same person. So this is not about the dad situation anymore. There is now about the current health issue. So because of the way that the channel is set up, we can't really comment much about current health issues. So we have to say and stick to the line and say, you've got to speak to your doctor and do what you need to do with your doctor. So I think we'll go straight to any of the guides and things and messages that need to be received. So let's have a look at that. Let's see is anyone ready straight away with their guidance messages? Okay, Zara, off you go, and then I'll go around the room.
Yeah, immediately I saw walking in sort of meadow and getting out, walking. I think walking, deep breathing while you're walking, breathe in that beautiful scented air. And I think that's going to really help you mentally and physically. So if you can, I don't know if you walk with a dog or something, but get out there, get out into nature and start walking a bit more and breathing in deep breaths, breathing in all that gorgeousness that the trees and the plants breathe out. And that will be very therapeutic in general for you. I'm just picking a card, and the card says, it's a positive card. It's the 10 of Pentacles, which is a really nice, sort of prosperous family, comfort, wealth, and success. There's good, there's a good period coming. So don't get disheartened about, how your body can play up sometimes, because there is good things coming. And remember, we create our own reality by how we perceive it. So, just keep your outlook positive, and resist the need to awfulize.
That's a very good one. Excellent. Akwana, are you ready to see what you've got for Brooks was here, 53? That's quite a handle.
Yeah. So, so I did pull a couple of cards, and I'll just kind of tell you what I'm picking up from those. So I got the Page of Cups here, and I also got the Three of Pentacles. What I'm with just the actual picture on this Page of Cups, I don't know if you can see it, but there's this energy shooting from this guy's chest. He's a younger soul. So what I would encourage you to do, I don't know if you've gone to any energy healers or anybody like that, but I think maybe that would be helpful, because with this Three of Pentacles, I'm getting that your health issues are more complicated than maybe, say, Western medicine is prepared to deal with. And I think it's going to take a team of everybody working together to help you out. Energy work is really amazing. Find somebody that's reputable, that's trustful, or if you actually can do energy work, you can work on yourself to work on your body and try to heal the issues there. Obviously, see your specialist, talk with them. But I mean, like Reiki healing or something like that, I think could be really beneficial, because it looks like it's more complicated than just surface level. And I think it's going to take a few different types of modalities to get it to come together for you.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you. And Jess, what do you feel about Brooks was here, 53?
I agree so much with AKWANA. I feel I was getting find a quantum healer or chiropractor that also I'm not a physician, so take what resonates, leave the rest. If it sticks out at you and you want to jump on it, go for it. But I'm getting definitely there's some energetic stuff in the aura. It's like needles and pins kind of thing. I'm seeing in the back. And so just like AKWANA said, a Reiki healer to go vacuum that out, or going to get acupuncture to get the meridians and the energy moving again, moving the hips, going to an infrared sauna and doing some stretching, whatever that looks like to you, to break up that energy. Because it doesn't look like it just looks like stuff that's accumulated maybe mentally in the mental body. And so I'm getting lots of swords in your reading as well. So I feel like you're extremely cerebral and like a word ninja, and maybe you overanalyze and pushing that energy in and utilizing it, channeling it, and moving through it. Energy is emotion and motion, right? And so that's a way to kind of break that up and get those little. It's almost like I feel like if I took a metal detector to your back, it would be like there would be all these little like metal things. So it's very fascinating. So I hope that resonates with you. I see a lot for the next 3 months. A lot of self-care is going to provide you with confirmation, affirmation that you are in fact healing your body from the thoughts into action. And verbal affirmations are super important as well. And then the last little suggestion is quantum codes. So there's tons of cool quantum codes as affirmations that you can use for healing. So go look that up. It's a fun rabbit hole.
Yeah, and it's lots of fun unraveling all of that. It really is. You'd be surprised what you find out and what works. So we've got this one here. It is close. Nope, that one we've just done. So there we go. It's from at W2 Grooms. And the question is, I have twin granddaughters who turn 3 at the end of this month. Oh, that's beautiful. End of January to have them turning 3. That's going to be a handful. 2 twins, both 3. Oh, my goodness. I hope you're good at running, because you're going to be running after them. One of the girls was just diagnosed with autism. Anything that I can do to support her, please let me know. Much thanks. Of course, yes, we will. W2 Grooms. So let's have a look at some of these energies, particularly where the diagnosis has taken place. So AKWANA, would you go through into some of these aspects? Because I know that tribally there's a different feeling and understanding for ADHD, ADD, and autism spiritually too. Have you got any advice for Wendy grooms?
So the way that I perceive it, and this is me, and I know there are other tribal members that feel the same, but it's when we're born with like autism and things like that, it's a different frequency and level of thinking that those individuals are on. So I think what you'll find is that the one with autism is going to be easier. Like, it's going to be easier for her to connect to source, to guides, to even other dimensions and things like that. So I think it's very important to be supportive and encourage as developing, because it is going to be a struggle for her. The energies here are very heavy, especially for somebody that's vibrating at a different level than we are. So I think be supportive, and there are, and I do have your contact. Hi, Wendy. I've got your shirt on, by the way. I will contact you. Like, hey, like, awesome, Blitz girls. But there are people that work with individuals and children that are autistic and help them to be able to communicate what they are going through. So let me get the other person's permission, of course, first. But I think there are some people out there that are kind of really breaking the mold in how they're working with these children, and I think that would also be beneficial for you.
No, that's
but
good.
They're very special individuals. So always nurture.
It's very difficult, that's for sure. Thank you for that, for W2 grooms. And what do you have, Jess, regarding W2 grooms, the twin daughters who turn 3 and the one that has the autism?
Yes, so I have a personal experience with my nephew, and he is such a crazy good medium. Like, when I was babysitting him, I saw on the baby monitor my grandfather, and I was like, Granddad, say your name to Elliot and see if he can say your name. And I didn't even finish saying that telepathically to my grandfather, and I heard Bill on the baby monitor. And I looked at he was in like a little sack, and he still had his knees crossed like my grandfather used to do with the newspaper. And I saw my grandfather playing peekaboo with him with the newspaper. So it's so fascinating. They are so tapped into their authentic self. Like, they do not forget that they are part of source. And so one thing I find with him is he uses light language through his hands, through stimming. So when he gets really excited, he will turn his hands. And it's so fascinating, because with me, just, having this same DNA, is when I'm dancing, I'm very flowy with my hands. So it's really cool to see familial wise. And I say, don't try to control them. Try to learn the language that they use to speak to you. And it will open up your psychic abilities, your intuitive abilities, and they'll teach you. So they're really cool.
Oh, that's lovely. That's a really positive message. And of course, Zara, is there anything that you are able to say to us regarding WT grooms and her 2 granddaughters, please?
Yeah, I mean, they really are very special children, and they're being brought forward and presenting on Earth to help with this massive awakening. So they are a real gift, despite the fact that it is very challenging. What I would say is the best way to support her, your daughter, would be just to listen. And I think that's the thing. We think, must support this person, must go in. And there's a tendency to want to sort of try and look into ways how you can help them, look into ways how you can deal with the behavior, look into ways of seeing things and all the rest of it. But in actual fact, the biggest support you can give someone when they're going through difficulties is just to say, how are you getting on? And let them speak. Don't interrupt, don't speak, just let them speak. Because that is the biggest release that they can have is just for you to sit there quietly. I'm not saying switch off and get your paper out, and I'm saying just sit there and actively listen to their woes and to their stress, and let them rant and let them whatever it is. But yeah, when someone's going through difficulty, the biggest support you can do is just to listen to them, just to hear them. So that's my advice.
Oh, I also have one other thing to add. Me personally, because I'm so sensitive, whenever I was like frazzled and was stressed out and like, what do you need? What can I help you with? That they're so sensitive to energy. So a lot of the, tantrums, they're just so by other people's energy. So grounding and like meditating before is super important as well when dealing with them, because they're like a mirror.
100% agree with that. Children are so sensitive to energy. They pick up on energy, and you say, oh my God, like this child's going crackers today, he's bouncing off the walls. And I mean, sometimes it is. I know my children sometimes bounce off the walls if they're particularly excited. They do. But generally, the behaviour changes when something is on my mind. That is when I see my children just out of kilter. When I'm calm, when I've got nothing to worry about, when I'm absolutely at peace, their behaviour is so, just absolutely fine. But as soon as I start worrying, I mean, the whole family, and that's just all telepathy. They pick up off the energy. The dog ends up weeing and pooing on the floor because he's picking up my energy. So yeah, it's and you mustn't blame yourself for that. You mustn't give yourself a hard time for that. It's just a fact. You can accept that your worries, your energy is affecting the family, and that's the way it is. But then move on and look at ways to keep calm, like Jess said, meditation, taking breaths, listening to calming breath work podcasts, things like that. And just get into your own head and just keep yourself as relaxed and calm as possible.
It is very much so. And I see W2 Rooms has said AKWANA is an honorary wood girl. It's at the bottom, just over there. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah,
that's
the
right,
y'all.
one. It's just there. I could see it. So that was really good. So that was nice feedback. And most importantly, enjoy your grandchildren. You will have to, change the way that you, engage with the children, because they're very different, and being twins, they will be totally different, especially one with that particular diagnosis. But I think all in all, it's going to be really, really good. That's so cute. Let's have a look. And that was that one. I've just done it. Thank you for the feedback. W2 Grooms. So this is Amy Harris 1572. Hi, Amy. I'm glad that you're out and about again, and you are probably by now heading to being outside of the hospital environment. I would love a message from my angels and question that she has. And this is the lady that's been with us now for about, it must be at least a good few months that we've been hearing from her. And she's asking us directly now, everyone, will I ever walk again? And thank you for all that you do. But that is really, really lovely. So I think we can all just pull one card around Amy's situation, and with her walking, what is the comment that's coming from there? So this one here that I've got says, it's a wonderful way for you to witness the unfolding of your limitless career by being more creative about yourself. So it looks like you do need to find creative ways to be able to walk, become mobile, get yourself out there so that you can get stronger, because I think you've had a lot of downtime. And when you have that level of downtime, you do need to, get those pins out there, which is what we call them here in England. Your legs are your pins. Get your pins out there and start walking and start moving. Even if you just do a little bit at a time, Just do little bit by little bit. But yes, I do think you will be walking again. That's my prediction. What does everybody else say? What have you got in your cards, please? So Zara, you're up there. What did you get? One card?
Yeah, I've got the 8 of Swords, which is a feeling of being trapped. But that is just a feeling. So I would suggest that you need to just take control of your thoughts and say, if I want to, I will.
Yeah,
and that's really it. The 8 of Swords is really demonstrative of somebody who thinks they're trapped, but they're not. They can change things. So it's very much down to you. So I would work on getting determined. If you want to, will I ever walk again? If it's a question where you think, do you know what? I don't think I can cope with the journey or whatever. I can't cope with the effort. Then you make that decision. But it is your decision to make. If you want to walk again, you will.
Absolutely. And AKWANA, what do you say for Amy Harris with her abilities, where she's asked us directly, will she ever walk again?
Okay, so short answer, yes, and I agree with Sarah. The one card that I pulled is the Magician, and the Magician literally takes this energy that can be like the most rubbish energy and transforms that into the most magical energy. That ability is within you. You have to determine in your mind, yes, I'm going to walk again. It is fact. It is going to happen. Believe it with your entire essence, and it's going to happen. There's nothing anybody in the universe can do to stop you except yourself. You have to believe that you are going to and go for it because you have the ability.
Yeah. Oh, that's really good. And also, because you don't take any meds, Amy, there might be some plant alternatives, leaves or herbs that you could take that would help you with the level of pain. And it is very difficult with trying to push through that pain with legs that don't particularly want to behave the way they should. I mean, I know that after my issues. And it is a very hard season, but it's very good for you to be able to realize that no matter what you do now, put your sights on, see yourself walking. Don't ever see yourself stuck. See yourself walking, because you will work towards it. There might be some herbs, possibly. I would speak to an alternative practitioner, find out somebody that maybe is very, very well versed in herbal remedies, and they might be able to give you something to help you. You could maybe look at there's other derivatives that are made into sweeties that I believe are very good for pain as well. So, and Jessie, what do you have around Amy Harris and walking again and her level of pains?
Yes, I got the Hierophant upright. So changes, and the normally I don't look at the affirmations, but it popped out at me and it says, I choose which traditions to embrace and how to do it. So with this card, the download I'm getting is that maybe you're working against the traditional system that's saying, well, you got to be okay if you're not going to walk again and things like that. And this is what we do best as spiritual healers and psychics, is like bringing that confirmation to you, like you are the spiritual authority here, and so will it into existence. Exactly. I also got the that's the whole matrix. The resistance and the devil, in my opinion, is like testing you, making you second guess yourself, you know what I mean? And that's the whole mental agility test. But I was getting something very fascinating from my guides, and you might want to try it. When you go to sleep, ask your guides to give you lucid dreams where you are actually walking and feeling and having every sense of that experience at nighttime. That will help you draw that into your physical experience in the next coming months and get you ready for therapy. So yeah, it's going to be painful a little bit, but work through it. And also an amazing oil. I love it. Get an organic, non-GMO one, but comfrey oil. I think it's spelled COMFREY or maybe
Yeah, you're right.
but yeah, and so that it repairs tissues like so amazing. And I also love proteolytic enzymes on an empty stomach. It helps repair the ligaments and the tissues. Whenever I tore my shoulder, my rotator cuff. And so, yeah, look up a lot of stuff out there. There's some great alternative solutions that, use herbs and, the natural way.
No, that's perfect. Well done. AKWANA, have you got any other items for Amy that she could consider as you are an alternative medicine practitioner? Is there anything that
I was actually gonna tell Amy if you would shoot me an email. It's akWanahealing@gmail.com, and I can get you some natural alternative remedies and things like that you can use for the pain levels and stuff like that. Just if you'd send me an email, that would be awesome.
There we go, Amy. Now you've got an open invitation to a naturopath, an alternative therapist to help you with some of there must be some herbs somewhere that can help, I'm sure. And we we wish you a speedy recovery because we've been watching you on the show for quite a few months now. So we wish you well. This is from Crystal J. May I please get a message from Spirit or my guides? Higher self is also welcome to pop into. That's so lovely. What a way to start the new year. My higher self can just pop in and do whatever. So this is for our two mediums. So that's for Zara and of course for Jess. So this is Crystal. She sent questions on the show before. So of course, Happy New Year to you, Crystal. Let's find out what it is that your spirit particularly has got for you today. So you're in the hot seat up there, Zara. I'm afraid I'm going to come to you first and then I'll go to Jess.
Yeah, I want you to stop trusting yourself a bit more, actually. You are able to cope and handle lots of difficult situations, and yet I feel like you doubt yourself a lot. So I'd like you to really work on that. Trusting yourself more. It's really important that you trust what you hear, you trust what you feel. You don't let other people come in and make you doubt yourself, because all they're really doing is just trying to bring you down to their level so that they can relate to you more. But yeah, when you are a strong spiritual person, it's never good to bring yourself down. It's always better to rise up. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. Okay, there's a lady in spirit as well that's just popped in. She's coming in on an auntie type, actually. An auntie, but like it's mum's friend, like a lady who was older than you, more your mum's age, friendly with your mum, that type of sort of relationship. She's looking out for you. She's just popped in the name Michael as well, so I don't know how that ties in. And she's saying that she's very proud of you. So it's like she's very much, I feel she was quite close to you when you were young, when you were a child. She was quite close to the family. So yeah, she's very much trying to help you from the spirit world and give you support and love.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you so much. And Jess, what do you get from Crystal, from any messages from guides and spirit, please?
I kept getting it in my ear. I kept hearing man-made. So I don't know what this, I hope this resonates with you. I don't know if you're staying away from man-made things or whatever, but yeah, I'm getting man-made. So the download I got with that is maybe, stay more towards natural ravines, streams, natural, not man-made things. Okay, so right now I am getting that it is a must to nurture the inner child. Maybe you're carrying a load of burdens that you're not realizing, and from childhood. And which brings me to my next thing is I'm getting a childhood friend that's a male that knew you back when you were kids that passed away. So he sends his love, and I don't know if he used to like carry a lot of stuff for you, or like carry, like he seems a little on the shorter side, but maybe he carried a lot of your books or carried stuff for you at school. I don't know. There's something sweet about that that I downloaded, and then yeah, I'm getting a big need to go inward and heal some inner child things this year and be done with it once and for all. You'll feel lighter. You'll feel more mentally sharp and agile. And then I'm seeing there's some guidance to start your own business or passion project in the next 6 months.
Okay, there's lots for you to get on with there, Crystal, and we've got loads and loads of questions. So we're going to be doing is doing just one card and very quick because we've got a very full schedule here. Here we go. Is another one. Rose, oh, so cute. Rose, or no, it's an N. Nosy B 948. May I have a message from my spirit guides? Thank you. So, AKWANA, did you pull any cards for Nosy B 948? And then we'll go across to Zara and we'll go to Jess.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me pull something real quick. Okay, let's see here. All right, so okay, so I got the World, which is an amazing card. It's it's endings of journeys, new beginnings, cycling through, and I've got the Two of Swords. So I think if there's a decision or some kind of communication or whatever that you're not understanding or seeing clearly, I think that blindfold's going to be coming off, and you're going to be able to know what to do, what action to take in whatever scenario it is. I think something's been bothering you, it looks like. So I feel like pretty shortly here, you're going to know exactly what path to take, what to do, what decisions to make, and be able to really have a happy new start on whatever it is. It's kind of been bugging you.
It's bugging them. Good. So, and also Zara, have you got any messages from spirit guides for Nosy B 948, please? And then we'll go to Jess.
Okay, yeah, well, I pulled the Six of Wands, which is a real victory card, but I do feel that there is something that's happened recently that you've really nailed it, and they want to congratulate you on that and tell you that they knew you would, they had no doubts, but celebrate, you have absolutely nailed it. You've worked hard and you are now entitled to receive recognition.
That's absolutely perfect. And last but not least, Jess, do you have anything short and sharp and sweet for Nosy B 948?
I was guided to pull, I use these as like affirmation decks, but sometimes I use them as like tarot oracle. And I was guided, and this is what I got: perfect your personal brand. So I feel like you're a character, Nosy B, and I think that you've got a whole brand that could just expand out of it. I think I told you this last time, like a YouTube channel or something. You got a great personality, and I feel that how you perfect your brand is by expanding on what people say positively when you're not in the room about you. So that's a little gem.
Cute. That's cute. Very cute too. And I love that little picture of Nosy B. It's very sweet. Rosebud Amy. Here's another Amy. Hi, Bev and ladies. I always wondered about my past lives. Was I ever a Native American? So that's a very interesting question. Can you pull a card for me, please? And hi to everyone in the chat. So I'm going to go and ask directly on behalf of Rosebud. AKWANA, do you think that individuals could resonate towards being First Nation or American Indian in a past life? And how would that then be shown, or how would that come through in your experience for folks that are, not necessarily of the same race or color, how does that come across for you to understand whether somebody has had, you know, some sort of native or tribal aspects in their lives in the past?
Okay, so first I would like to just have it noted for everybody. I think a lot of souls incarnate as Native American souls at some point. I really do,
Oh.
because I've met a lot of people that do have ties to the Native American culture and are very understanding and respectful of the land, of animals, of the energies moving around them. So from what I've been able to pick up, the reason that this happens is to give a perspective in one lifetime on how to work with energies, work with nature around you, and how to respect the land so that you can carry it into your future life cycles. With you, I did pull 2 cards, and I got the Hanged Man, which is all about new perspectives. So I think you have likely incarnated as a Native American, and that gave you that new perspective that you need for those other lives. And I think a lot of people do have those lifetimes. So
That's
yeah,
good.
I would
Great.
say absolutely.
Good, great explanation there. I've always wondered how, you know, what is the wheel that we're on, and how often do we come back in particular guises, which is good. So, Sarah, what do you think about Rosebud Amy, the aspect about the past lives, as well as, could you pull a card for her, please?
Yeah, well, I actually had a flash of an ancient Egyptian past.
Nice.
The ladies with the dark, sort of long straight bobs and the lovely gold jewelry, and yeah, that's what I saw. So I would suggest they're telling me that you did have a past life as a ancient Egyptian, and I've just pulled the Queen of Swords. Right, there's someone around you that's got a sharp tongue, and I don't like it. I'm finding that they're a little bit too pernicious in their communications with you. I want you to stop them in their tracks and just tell them, excuse me, sorry, what was that? Just let them sit there with the silence. Sorry. Let them sit there with the silence and watch them shrink, watch their energy shrink. And just try and do that a little bit more with them, and they'll just pull back a bit. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting for you.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you. And Jess, what have you got regarding Rosebud Amy and about her different past lives? And just to pull a card for her, please.
I agree. I got these 2 cards, Conflict and the Ten of Swords. You think I would know how many swords are. I just have the picture, the image, and the meaning memorized. But anyway, so I actually, what I peered into was most recently, or in the Native American life, there was a battle outside, a surprise attack I heard, and almost you were maybe trampled or like attacked from behind. So maybe you're always like looking over your shoulder and things like that. So if there's any weird, maybe phobias or conflicts, also I'm getting conflict in your life right now, maybe with the pernicious man or person around. I feel that it's maybe triggering those past life wounds where there was a surprise attack. Maybe you don't like surprises. That's what it is. Yeah. So dig deep and go do some healing there, and release it. Release it so that you can start fresh in this life with nothing holding you back.
Absolutely. Not the time to have things holding anyone back, which is awesome. I think, let me just see. I think I might have missed one. Hold on. No, I didn't. I'm on the correct one. Sorry, everyone. This is from Jameson's 2504. Hi, Jameson's. Question is, I've had multiple synchronicities speaking to a big shift in my love life in 2025 and still single. Do you see anything for me? Now that's really good, Jameson's 2504, because there is a lot of shifting, a lot of changing, a lot of moving. Whole continents are shifting and changing and moving. Weather patterns are changing. Plus, we're having these boosts now from the sun, and they're all coming down and adding light to relationships. And if that relationship isn't quite working, this is where your synchronicities have come. This is the big shift. So the big shift is to make sure that you cut those ties properly, and that's so that you can move on, because something greater, bigger, faster, and more in love than you've ever been, that's what's waiting for you. So let's go around the room. Zara, what do you feel about Jameson's 2504?
Yeah, Jameson, remember the year of the snake hasn't quite finished. The new Chinese year is, I think it's the 17th of February. So, and then we move into the fire horse. So remember, you're still shedding. You're still clearing out. I mean, loads of people are talking about, you know, I've been through it. You wouldn't believe it. I've been through every cupboard, chucking things out that I've been storing, hoarding. I've got a whole massive chest of drawers full of wires and old electronics. It's empty.
Oh,
It's empty and it's massive. So it's all going shedding. But what I would say about a future relationship that is coming in for you, but it is a girl. She is not quite ready. She's not quite evolved enough. Her ascension path is sort of on the up. She's not quite ready. So just give her a little bit of time to bubble away, and then she will blossom, and then she will be ready, and that's when she will walk past you. I can see it literally is as well. It's like she walks past you. I don't know if it's in an office environment, but I can see her walking past you. You both have a little bit of electricity when you see each other, look each other in the eyes. So yeah, it's she's just not quite baked yet. So just give her a bit of time.
not quite baked.
Not quite baked.
Oh, Lord. Not quite baked. Oh my goodness me, that tickled me. Yeah, you go for it, Jameson's. AKWANA, what do you think about the synchronicities and the shift in Jameson's 2504 life, please?
So I did pull some cards, but I would just like to start to say congratulations. I know it hasn't happened yet, but it's for sure going to happen. And I would also let you know that sometimes these synchronicities, for them to fully evolve, can take a couple of years. It really can. Okay. And as Sarah said, she's right. If this person's not all the way baked, you don't want to eat a raw cake. You're going to get sick. Okay. So just let that bake all the way. But the cards that I pulled for you, this is awesome. So I got 7 of Wands. That's you just chilling on your own in your little bubble, meditating and all that. But your energy is the Lovers. Come on. It's happening for you. Okay. You feel like you're all alone right now. That's not going to be the case forever, and it's going to be a really big love for sure.
Oh, that's perfect. How lovely. Welcome to 2026. Woo. And Jess, what do you see for Jameson's, please?
Absolutely. I see a love coming in for you. And definitely, if you do the healing work, there's a little bit of fear, I'm going to say, moving forward. Like, if I do meet the perfect person, is there somewhere in myself that feels unworthy, or would I be scared and pull back? And so work through those fears. You're enough. You're perfect just the way you are. And I'm getting maybe fear about them being transparent and actually real. So it says our love is real. And unexpected outcomes. So things didn't go as I planned. And what I'm getting from this card is that it's gonna happen. Like, you're focusing on those synchronicities, right? And you're trying to predict, oh, this is where it's gonna be, or the universe is planning to surprise you, a big one. So try not to put into a box what you think those synchronicities are. Be open to whatever the universe has waiting in the wings. It's kind of like a scavenger hunt. So one thing leads to the next thing is the vibe I'm getting for this. So it will be really surprising at the end of the scavenger hunt who it is. It might be someone you've already known.
Yeah, could have crossed paths already. Oh, well, there we go. That's also. And for Billy Bridal 4185, the funds, it doesn't matter that you haven't got funds right now, that we're not charging on these. All the questions, you can put a question in, Billy. You don't need to put a super chat. You don't need to put anything like that. You just go ahead and put a question in. So, Lena Lou, any ideas, please? This is her question. Past life that I've had, thank you. So hopefully we'll be able to get some idea from the Lena Lou person. I think there's quite a few past lives there, and there's a lot of moving forward and changing that's happening, Lena Lou. But I'll go through to everybody and give everyone a chance to see what it is that's around you as far as past life goes. AKWANA, do you have anything for Lena Lou, please?
Honestly, this is not my area of expertise. Okay. But I pulled the world card. So all I'm attributing this to is exactly what you said, Bev. You have made this lifetime loop again and again and again. So yeah, I'm actually fascinated to see what the other readers are picking up, because I think you've been here a lot of times.
Yes, I agree. She has been. I picked up a two that she'd got a lot of times. Round and round and round and round. It's possible, Lena Lou, that this could be the last one for you, because you need to get off this.
I thought the same thing.
Oh, up and round and round and round. No,
yeah.
Jump off.
I think the same thing. I think you may be on. Yeah. I think you may be done this round.
You could be done. That's it. Yes, done. I know I'm done. That's it. Fully baked, ready to pop off my perch. Oh, Sarah, what do you get for Lena?
Yeah, so I'm baked. I'm burnt through. Fully baked. I'm dark baked, light baked, dark baked, fully baked. Now I just got a little vision of it, like it's a Germanic peasant girl, like quite in the country. It's definitely European, but I sort of saw Germanic sort of setting, and the colours that she was wearing, it seemed sort of very green and lush, and so actually she's just popping in. She's saying that she had a rough time, actually. She was booted around a bit, so that was quite distressing for us. So you've had some hard times, I think, in previous lives, but that's why you've evolved, and you're highly evolved, and this is probably your last what's the word, last
incarnation.
Incarnation.
Last hoorah here.
Absolutely.
This is it. Lena Lou has just said, I told God I'm not coming back. She just said that in the chat.
There you go.
I've also said, take me now.
I've had it. I'm off.
I'm out.
What do we see, Jess? What do you see for Lena Lou? Did you pick up on any specific one lifetime? Because I mean, that's what she's hoping for.
Yes. Okay. So in particular, it's so cool, the synchronicities, how my guides get me ready for each show, because go do your Destiny Matrix. You will see I'm picking up. I would love some feedback for next week. So I'm picking up, you have the number 14 in your karmic tail. And what that tells me is you were a high level authority figure. So in like high up in civil standing. So you could have been some type of leader, emperor, could have been. I'm really getting a lot of armor for some reason, silver armor.
Wow.
And I feel like you're so sweet and kind, and you've got such a psychic vibe, but in this life, it's hard for you to go in hermit mode at the moment because you're demanding authority from that life. You're demanding respect. And maybe in this life, you're like, what? Why? Like, why? I'm giving respect. Why is it not returned? These people are monsters, right? And so, like I'm telling you, the Destiny Matrix calculator will tell you what your karmic purpose is, that what you will be struggling. So like for instance with me, I'm meant to be a healer and a teacher and use my experience, and everywhere I go in every community I get excommunicated because people take me the wrong way. And so there's past lives that are integrating or interfering with that, with my own issues or my own subconscious stuff that I'm not even fully aware of. But it is, I'm also seeing the magician for you as an arcana in the Destiny Matrix. So I feel that you also have some Merlin type abilities, and maybe you had a past life with the occult. And in this life, you're almost standing in the light. And I'm also picking up a little bit of fairy stuff for you as well. Maybe some fae DNA. So yeah, go have a look at that one.
Oh, very good. Thank you. I'm sure that was very enjoyable. We had a good giggle about that because it's a very hard one. So yeah, you don't have to go back. Make sure this is the good one. Make it last and make it be the one where you get everything done. Do all your jobs in this lifetime. So Cheyenne Blue 26, nice to see you with your beautiful blue hair. I'm glad everything is looking good for you because I know things were a bit rough and that everything went out well. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and start to the new year. Blessings, love and light to ladies, Bev, AKWANA, Zara, and Jess. Love and light to you all. That's really great. I really hope everything's good with you, Cheyenne, because I know it was a difficult time. First day of the rest of your life. Hi, it's me, Trace. I've been talking to my dad, Walt, every day. That is good. While we've got Trace and her connection with Walter, is there any energies that come up for first day of the rest of your life with Tracy? Is there anything that you're picking up with her? Because I know that her energies are very, very heightened at the moment because everything that's going on around her. Is there anything that we're picking up from Spirit to give her some advice? Zara, have you got anything?
Yeah, I've got something. I can see there's I'm being shown like a stack of papers.
Oh wow. Mm-hmm.
That you need to go through. And there's something hidden in the papers that you need to be aware of and look at.
Okay.
There's bank statements as well, which I want you to have a look at.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
And there just anything for Trace, who is first day of the rest of your life regarding her dad, Walter?
Yeah. Also, sorry, I'm like tongue tied. I'm getting the number 12 as significant. So in 12 days, something will start to move at a quicker speed. Not to panic, but this time is important to go inward and just silence the inner voice right now. You will be able to act when you need to if you find self-care and rest. I know it's so hard. But you are at your best when you're not stressed. I'm also getting a reference to a moth. Your dad told me to pull these cards, this deck, which I wasn't using to begin with, but hey, we're going to go with it. The bank statements that Zara was picking up on, I'm getting there's possibly an in-person trip to the bank that is needed. Maybe that's why I got in 12 days. Maybe that will further things along. Again, I'm getting the moth reference. So I don't know if there's a stack of papers with a dead moth on it, or if there's a piece of paper that has a moth like in their logo or moth in their name. But yes, that's a very significant synchronicity. And the last thing is using your own healer abilities to self-heal and self-regenerate your vitality and energy. Because I feel like overthinking is draining you right now of all the possibilities. And just put it on the back burner for like a day or two. pamper yourself, and come back to it. And you will get so much more done and be more productive. Sending you love.
Perfect. Thank you. And this is from Bernadette Davies 8980. Hi, ladies. Today I'm preparing a motion for removal of executors. It didn't happen previously. I woke up realizing more info required for Dad, who's passed against the lad. Please ask Walt, is this a win? And I just got immediately, it's a partial win, mainly because there's so many levels of duplicity, firstly, and there's a lot of individuals that they've been surrounded with jealousy, and also there's a lot of lies. So it's only going to be partial because there's a lot that still has to come out. I mean, this is not finished yet. This is not going to be finished for a long time. There is a lot within there that individuals have engineered, and that's going to take a long time before it comes out. So well done, Bernadette, that you're doing what you're doing for the motion, etc. And I think that that is the right way to go. But I think staying on top of it to make sure that it ends the way that it should, and that you're keeping to your father's wishes, I think that is very important, because it's awful to be still on 3D and have children and other people within families arguing about an estate. It's a very, very difficult time. So look after yourself, drink lots of water, but also make sure that you light candles to light his way, and that you'll do the best you can to do the best for your father so that he can rest, because I don't think he's enjoying this situation too much. What do you pick up, Zara, about what Bernadette is saying about the father and his, the motion and where things are happening? Is it a win, or is it, what do you feel?
I'm feeling that, I think that there's a turning point in May. I can hear a turning point in May, and there is going to be some discoveries on things that are going to cause a bit of hassle. So sorry about that, but yeah, there is. I mean, that's probably why he said about going through the papers and the bank statements, that I just think there's going to be an uncovering of skullduggery. But yeah, there's a lot of duplicitous behavior around it all, and I think some of that's coming to light, which it ties in with the whole energies of the earth right now. Things can't stay hidden anymore. Things are being brought to light.
Exactly. And then what we'll do is we'll go to Jess, and then maybe AKWANA for Bernadette Davies. Could you draw just a couple of cards around the legal side, because it looks like there's a whole bunch of legal stuff that's happening there. We can give her some insight in that, because that would also assist her and her sister. And Jess, did you get anything from the dad who has passed away?
Yeah. So I actually I've read for Bernadette, and so I know a little bit more extensively about the situation. And what I'm getting is he's like tapping me on my shoulder, and he's like, you gotta talk about it. So in my personal experience, I went through a lot of shenanigans, the same shenanigans. This is all allegedly, this is for entertainment purposes only. But I went through an experience where I was almost sacrificed. And there's been a lot of corruption in police reports and things like that. And what I have to do is anchor in to my own groundedness. And you only need one fact and one receipt. And in my experience, it starts to unfold right in front of your eyes. And you have to use your intuition and emotional intelligence to follow the line of lies, right? And so I'm getting, just like with your sister Tracy and the last question, I'm getting something in the 12 days, going directly to the bank and requesting receipts is important. Receipts, paper trail. That's like this, it should be a bumper sticker for 2026 because full disclosure is coming. Full disclosure is coming. And what your dad said is find creative expression and innovation in how you speak the truth. It is time that all the light workers speak about their abusers. It's time that they all speak out on, the silencing. I've been experiencing it in the last 6 months as well, heavily. I couldn't be more excited for 2026. Let 2025 be done. And
Be done.
it's over when you say it's over. And so I feel command that the spiritual court call them in, and that they are tried. They are put to justice here and put on the stand, because I feel that this is yes, but it's going to take resilience. You will have a win, but stay the course. Take your water, take your vitamins, get your sleep.
Oh, perfect. And from your side, AKWANA, looking at ancestors, and, we're dealing with someone's dad who's unfortunately passed away. Is there anything that you've picked up in the cards, particularly that could help Bernadette Davies 89800?
Sure. So I just went ahead and pulled 2 cards. I've got the 8 of Pentacles with the energy of that 5 of Swords. So it's looking like right now that there is, I don't really know all of the situation, but there's this girl's like at a desk dealing, rifling and paperwork nonstop. It's just putting in all of that work, mastering what you need to. So I think they're probably onto something. There is something in this paperwork or something that you haven't spotted yet that will eventually lead to a win. And I think once you find it, the individuals that are going against you are going to realize they've sort of like, cut off their nose to spite their face kind of thing.
Exactly.
They've been very excited about this, and I don't think it's going to end up well for them. So I do think there is a win down the line, but there's something that you still need to look for, something to be found.
There is indeed. Thank you so much. And we wish you the best of luck and lots of light, Bernadette, for you and your sister, because it's always very, very hard to be able to go and deal with this as well as grieve one of the parents that's passed away. So for Nancy Ray 17, what spiritual skills from other lifetimes are most prominent in my present lifeline? So that's very key. It's a really good question, Nancy. I think we like that one. That's a good one. Zara, what do you see? Have you got any cards that you can pull for Nancy Ray 17 about spiritual skills?
I immediately saw sorcery. You can really cast energetic spells, actually. You can manifest. You're quite powerful. So be careful with that. I've probably said it before, but I remember wishing rain on someone. And the next time I saw them that day, they said that they'd been caught in the rain 3 times. And,
Lord.
I've probably said that before, but yeah. And at that point, I realised that my ability to cast a spell, was in evidence. So I would say the same for you. You do have quite a powerful ability to cast spells and manifest sorcery. I saw sorcery. I saw, like the witch's cauldron sorcery, and I heard sorcery. So that I would say is pretty sort of substantiated.
It's right there. It's right there. Goodness me. Well done, Zara. And AKWANA, what do you see around Nancy Ray for her spiritual skills, please?
So I had pulled a card about this earlier when I just sort of saw the question go by, and I got the 2 of Wands, but the card itself is not really important. It's really the picture on the card, right? And I had picked up that you have this ability to see through to other timelines, other perhaps dimensions, and to be able to pull that information down. And so when the question has just popped up, I went ahead and got 2 cards, and I got the Page of Swords and the High Priestess. So there is that psychic ability to be able to look in and get the information. I think possibly from the Akashic records. I think that's how you're able to pull in those other timelines and to see the potential of timelines that have already happened or have not yet happened. So that's what I would say.
That's lovely. Well done with that. And Jess, what do you have for Nancy Ray, please?
Yeah, I definitely got like airbender quality type things in a past life where you could have been a mentalist or used air qualities and airbending skills to affect the energy or the environment around you. You know, we all have minerals in our body and minerals in all natural living things. So naturally, if you visualize yourself becoming one energetically with that object, yeah, telekinesis can definitely happen with practice. So I would say, yeah, make sure that you're kind of responsible. You don't want to be just sending out all kinds of energy because
Making rain.
Yeah, it will come back full circle. This is a magical full circle death trap, so to speak, over here on Earth. And it's funny because I always used to say to my guides, I'm cooked. I don't want to come back. And they would be like, it will be your time when you're ready to come back and you're happy to come back, and that will be the last life. I was like, interesting that they told me that. So I feel like once you're like, nope, I don't want to do it, there's more lessons to be had, right? So
Absolutely.
yeah. So I've been telling my guys that all the time, and they're like, it will be your last time whenever you're peaceful with it. So yeah, and you find the grace and the happiness and all the lessons. Yep.
Oh, that's where it's going. Well, that's good. At least you can, that there are choices. I think that's the moan. The one this is from Sunkins Chris has said, the one I recently met on the streets. Any insight? But that is a little bit cryptic. I'm going to just use one card, and I'm going to ask the cards. The person that the Sunkin Chris met on the streets. Was there any connection? Was there anything that came from that we can get just a general insight? Because, I mean, this is quite interesting. This says advancement. A strong energy curve is propelling you forward. Follow the stirrings of your heart. So there's something definitely a bit different there. So let's have a look and see. I know it's a bit cryptic, everyone, but we can just see if one card should sufficient just to say what the insight is. We don't really have much information to go on the person that they met on the streets. So I'll start with you, Zara. What do you have quickly for Sunkin Chris?
So I have the Six of Wands. So I would say that, yeah, that is a wise decision. That's one of the that's one of the qualities of that card, like a good decision. Decide wisely. So yeah, that would be a good life decision.
That's brilliant.
Whichever way, it is,
well
romantically or in a work situation, whatever.
Okay, that's perfect. Akwana, I'm going to put you up in the hot seat up there. I've just moved you. What do you see around this? Okay. The one I met on the streets. Any insight?
Sure. So I'm just based on the cards that I pulled for you, and I got the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Cups. It looks to me like I think y'all are both maybe thinking about however y'all met or whatever short, brief encounter that you guys had. And I think y'all are both sitting up at night kind of stressing over it, like, is this the one? Is this the one? With that Nine of Cups, I mean, I think it could be actually a happy connection. Like, y'all both just need to stop worrying. If you got their number, contact them, because I think they're thinking about you too.
Oh, that's a very good one. That's nice. It's a positive one. And Jess, what do you have?
I'm sorry.
No worries. Quick is good. Short, sweet, and to the point. I'm getting something a little bit different. I am picking up that listen to your body. Maybe you're up at night thinking almost like it's almost like reeling you in energetically and telepathic wise. And I feel like maybe the energy isn't genuine. So just, you know, have your wits about you. I wouldn't completely like, you know, not think about this person or not go meet up with them or call them, but definitely listen to your body. I'm feeling this is a spiritual encounter, that this is providing you discernment in certain type of energies. It looks really sunny and great on the surface, but I'm feeling like in 2 months' time, if you were, it would go really quickly. It would move a little too quick for your liking and for your comfort. And so just pay attention, you know, pump the brakes if at any point you feel this person's kind of like luring you in. That's the feeling I'm getting. Maybe they just have, you know, a strong telepathic scorpionic energy and it's overtaking you and when they think about you. But yeah, keep your wits about you.
Yeah, always good to keep your wits about you. You never quite know what's going on out there. Check everybody's energies. What space are they coming from? Are they coming from integrity? Is there a level of integrity? Is there a hidden agenda going on? But just, you know, make sure, especially in nowadays, make sure that you're as sure as you can possibly be. I mean, you can never be 100% sure about anybody, but be as sure as you possibly could be based on the energy that you're feeling, because vibrations don't lie and energy doesn't lie. It's humans that lie. Now, that's quite a strange thing to say, but that is the way that it is. We've got that one. We've done that one. Let me go down. We've done a message from Cheyenne Blue already. Meta QC6WM. Unusual. Let me just get that back on. What is Sakib's feelings or intentions towards me? My name is Minnie. Hi, Minnie. He lives in CT, knows me through family circles. So let's have a look. I'm going to take these cards quickly. Minnie. I just pulled only one, and this one has come out, and it says guidance. You are not alone. You are guided by masters and teachers of the highest realm. So that's a really nice one, in as much as it tells you that there's a lot of guidance around you, which is good at this time because he hasn't made his full decisions yet about how he feels and what he would like to do. He's still very early in the year and he's waiting for a sign. He's asked the universe above, he's asked the universe, give me a sign. I need to know a sign so that I know whether I need to move forward or whether I need to pull back. So let's have a look. Who's ready to do that? Have you got your cards done, AKWANA? Oh, you have.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. It'll just be real quick. So I got you 2 cards. So I got the Fool card with the 7 of Wands. So I think right now, coming towards you would require taking a leap of faith on his part. And I think right now he's feeling a bit unsure of taking that leap of faith, if there is something there, and he's kind of surrounded himself in this bubble and is just sort of doing his own thing, taking the higher ground until he is certain that he's not going to fall flat of his face if he takes that leap of faith with you.
Okay. Oh, good. So it's time for him to make decisions by the sounds of it. And Jess, what do you have around Minnie about this chap that she's wanting to know about, please?
I think his intentions are quite good. I think that he's a little bit caught off guard by how much he wants to kind of like claim you or like want to be exclusive, but he doesn't want to spook you or run you in the opposite direction, because I feel that he feels you are very independent and like your freedom, and you're like bubbly and like very social. And so I think he's maybe a little bit more of an internal, like he's less social, maybe a little bit more of a hermit, so to speak, or a hermit mode, deep thinker. So I think he's calculating. He's definitely being strategic, or like slow and steady wins the race kind of energy is what I'm getting. And so in the next 3 months, he's working up the confidence to secure the bag, let's say. So I think he has good intentions.
That's the main thing. That is the main thing. And I think we've got through, and it's just Zara, did we ask you about Mimi?
No, but I do get that.
Let me know.
Yeah, I do. I'm getting actually that he's giving you quite a few mixed messages, and I feel like he's. I mean that sort of chimes with what they've said about, you know, he's kind of a little bit undecided, and with that, I mean, if you're getting mixed messages, I think it's always best to back off and let it be. Because when you get mixed messages, you should really take the less positive one as the baseline, because I can see you go, if you go into this, I can see you being confused, not really knowing where you stand. And I'm also seeing him, he is concerned about money. He's like more concerned about money at the moment. He feels like he needs to set himself up money-wise before he can really move forward with anything. And that is one of the things that's holding him back from making any clear decisions. So I would suggest, until you get a full and clear message that he wishes to advance, I would just sort of sidestep it, swerve it, because I think it will end up making you feel a little bit confused and ultimately a bit down, because you just, is it, isn't it? And you don't want to do a merry dance. You know, at the end of the day, when he's ready, and if he's ready, he will make it clear to you.
Exactly. It is. I think it's a good one. I think with you, Minnie, if you can give him some time. He's not a person who is good with that, with the energy around the Saik name, or SAQ, with the Q being in the middle. The phonetics are a very difficult type of Q, which tells me that Q, with coming out of his mouth, is not able to verbalize and explain how his feelings are. So you make a little bit of a path for him and just wait for him. I would not rush. Let him make his movements. Let him try very carefully. You know, let him go to your cousin, get your phone number, go to family members, get the phone number. This is a slow burn. He's not going to rush, because he's got a Q letter right in the middle of his name. And that is an unusual vibration, very difficult frequency. So, you know, give him some time, you know, let the man be, just wait patiently, because if he's meant for you, it's going to be worthwhile. So, but it's worthwhile for you to wait. Give it 5 minutes. Okay. Give it 5 minutes. Right. The next one, Cassie Smith with the cute dog. Oh Lord. My dad passed away Christmas Eve. Oh, that's very recent. Oh, Cassie, we're so sorry for your loss. Does he have any messages for me? Who met him on the other side? I'm sure they're all celebrating, but down here we're heartbroken. I'm so sorry for your loss. We know a lot of people that have lost individuals either just before Christmas or over the Christmas period. So our heart goes out to you. So the two mediums, this is Cassie Smith. I've been asking questions on our show before. It's her dad. He passed away Christmas Eve. The two questions are, you know, is there a message from him to her? And also, who met him on the other side, more importantly. So, you know, Sarah, you're in the hot seat, mate. I'm afraid. You're there. I'm just going to have to put you right in the hot seat. Go on, off you go.
Okay, so I immediately felt actually a connection with him, and he showed me. Well, first of all, it was like a hit in the chest, okay, and a hit in the solar plexus. So I feel like there was a sudden sort of hit there. He didn't project any pain, but he did show me that the energy was like, woo. And he also suggested that there was a little bit like struggling to sort of get a breath in, but I didn't feel like wheezy, but it was just and then gone. So I feel like I'm so sorry. I don't say it enough. I'm so sorry that you're going through this, because it is so painful. I know it is so painful, but he has, I do feel he's transitioned, he's popped straight in and he's settled. Okay, so he was met by a lady with dark hair. Now I'm getting that she was she had dark hair in her youth, and I'm getting that she was a very motherly figure to him. So the dark hair would have been when she was in her 30s, and quite cute actually, sort of almost like quite, you know, like the Chigon sort of style, almost 40s style. So I think she could have been around in that time, post-war wartime lady. And he was blissfully happy to see her, and she showed him the way. So and I'm getting the name Lynn, Lynn, it could be a Linda or Lynn or Linny. So I don't know if that's her name, but that's the name that they're giving me. He loves you. He loves you. He's very proud of you.
Oh, that's brilliant. God bless. That's really lovely. And Jess, what did you get with Cassie Smith's, with her dad who's just passed literally a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
What have you got to share, please?
My condolences. I had to take a little break because a couple of questions before this, I suddenly my throat started going crazy. Just like Zara said, I almost felt like I was suffocating on like over production of mucus in my esophagus just now. And now it's completely clear that I've talked about it. So he might have been intubated, or like Zara said, maybe there was a heart attack or some type of blow that got him in the hospital, and then he was put on a ventilator. And this is really tough. I feel that he's giving you encouragement that everything happened as it should, that all decisions were being made in the best way y'all knew how under such circumstances. I'm getting the 29th is significant. So maybe he came back in a dream on the 29th, or you felt him, smelt him, something significant where he came and visited you as a goodbye. So to tell you that everything's okay. So that is validation, confirmation. Leave feedback if you can, because it always helps. I'm also getting a military man on the other side. So this could be his father, someone who was very sharp and very smart and respected in his position when he was alive. And it looks like there was unfinished beef or business going on with them, and he was actually really excited to reconcile and be with him on the other side. So I'm also seeing that the woman, like Zara said, the woman was the one who met him and transitioned, showed him the way. And then the first person on the other side, it looks like it was a military man. And then there's also like a brother-like energy that could have been a best friend, that felt like a brother, or in fact his brother on the other side as well.
Oh, that's good. And well done. It's always good to know who they were met by. And once again, Cassie Smith, we're very sorry for your loss. And also for anybody else in the audience today and in the chat that is actually lost someone. It's a very difficult time. We're all getting back to work now, and we're all getting back to our year, but everybody is still getting back to their lives without their loved ones. So if it's just something recent, or if it's something a year ago, we just want to know that we send out fantastic energies to you, And we'll send some of the crystal energies. We've got crystals here. We've got some other ones that we're going to do. I'm going to send out some of that crystal light to you, just to say, be with those that are at a point right now where their energies are low because they're missing their loved ones and they're missing their fur babies. Whatever the situation is, we're sending out some blue light to them so that you can allow yourself to heal and allow yourself a bit of compassion and allow yourself to see your life in absolute gratitude, because that's what your next of kin and those that loved you so much, as well as your fur babies, that's exactly what they would have wanted. And I hope that that helps, just, even if it's just a little bit, for just a little while. So we go to the next one quickly. Midnight Sun 714. Do my spirit guides have a message about my spiritual gifts, path, or service? I have been told multiple times that I am highly psychic and powerful. So, and thank you. That's really lovely. Thank you for sharing with us, Midnight Sun 714. I'm just going to literally just very quickly pull one, because I'm sure the other readers will have a lot to say. Is going to come with it. And this is a very nice one. Oh, this is good. This says, celebration. Celebrate your achievements. You are truly a gift to the universe. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? That's really gorgeous. So it does look like whatever you've been told, there are abilities. There are abilities that you can be using, possibly could be using. So maybe start celebrating that, hold on to them, and start going forward. Let's have a look. AKWANA, did you pull some cards for Midnight Sun 714?
Sure. Yeah, I did. Real quick, I just got 2 cards. I got the 6 of Cups and I got the 3 of Swords here. The 6 of Cups is about, it's going back to childhood. It's remembering things, your past from your childhood. If you are highly psychic, it's likely that you've had these abilities since you were very young. It's just about remembering and activating those abilities. And I think once you start to meditate and do things like that and actively focus on remembering, I think you're going to find that you have the ability to, I'm just looking at the image here, this heart that's been stripped into 3. I think you're going to find you have the ability to transmute the energies and to help to heal other people, especially when it comes to their emotional blockages and damages and traumas. So yeah, just keep working on activating those and remembering.
That's a good space. And Zara, what did you get from Midnight Sun, please?
Yeah, well, immediately I got divination. So I think that's something that you can sort of focus in on is getting yourself some divination tools like runes or some cards, and I think that will be your strength. And I pulled the Hierophant. So I am feeling like if you can take a course or get some education, then you can then go on to teach. So initially I thought, oh, it's a course for you, but then I thought, no, it's a course for you, but then it's also that you can go on and teach. So that is the areas that I think that you will settle into and excel at.
Oh, that's really good. So it's all extremely good for Midnight Sun. And Jess, did you have anything else regarding Midnight Sun specifically?
Yes, I got runes too. So cool. I got runes and dowsing rods.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And I saw in a past life you were particularly gifted with dowsing rods, finding water. So you have maybe a special ability with water as well that will carry through from the past life. And yeah, I would say also speak to the water, charge the water, do all sorts of fun things. And then the last thing I got with divination is just take a book, and I'm getting that your hands already know what to do. And don't even think, just open up to the first page and ask your guides, what do I need to work on today? Or what skill do I need to enhance or work on? And literally just open and you'll get answers. So I'm getting something with books, like divination with just flipping to a page.
And remember, celebration. This has come up. Celebration. It's there. Go and do it. Go and do it. I hope it was a good one. Thank you, Midnight Sun. I think I'm coming to the bottom, and I think there's just one last question. And there was one. I'm just trying to find it. I'm not great at finding these. I'm going to have to make it bigger. Can't see it. It's too small. Right. No, I can't see it. There is. Oh, there is a question. I know I saw it earlier. I can't seem to find it. And Billy, I noticed that you've mentioned that you had lost your son, but I think that within this particular type of situation, it would be better, as you've lost your son, is to get hold directly and give pictures of your son, so that if there's something that's coming through or that's rapid information, it's better than that on Fridays when we do the remote viewing sessions with all the groups of remote viewers around the world. It would be good to be able to give them photographs to say, what are you getting? What do you pick up? Because that's usually the most powerful way to get in touch with a missing child, or the child that has been lost, as in maybe the child has passed across. Do it this way, because then you get a lot more information and a lot more coming out, because there'll be a lot more of us. I have over 100 remote viewers, and in each session I have about 24, sometimes 25 remote viewers, and they all hone into the photographs that you've provided. So I would suggest that rather than just having a short, sharp message here, it would be far more beneficial for you as a person, Billy, to go through the remote viewing and see all the remote viewers and then answer their questions and then hear what they've got to say, because that's 25 different people. Sometimes it can be just 12, but generally we'll, depending on the circumstances around this child being lost, we'll then look at who is it that's strongest, who is it that's got the right energy. And you're quite welcome to do that. Just get in touch with me via the website. We did have one, and I'm looking for it. We did have one from Michael Doherty. I'm trying to see it here. Do you think I can see it? No. Oh, wait a minute. Is there one here? No, that's it. I can't see it. I know that Michael Doherty had asked whether it is possible for assistance to find a way, and this is a really nice positive ending for the show, is to look at how is it possible to attract the soulmate or to attract the person that is right for you. And that's to send out the energy and to look for the soulmate. And that is something that you can do. If you are on your own, and Michael, I know you were looking for guidance and advice on this, is how to send out that energy with a candle to bring back and start crossing the paths with you of the person that is meant for you in your lives. So I'm going to go to each of my readers today and find out in their specific spheres and in their practices, what do they do to assist others in pulling in the soulmate, pulling in the final flame that is meant for them in this lifetime. And also, more importantly, finding a way to get the splitter half, the person that is split from your original soul, start pulling that person in. What do you do? How do you do it? Just to finish our show on a very, very positive note, because we're going to be doing a lot of work over this year on making sure that those that are alone, that you start pulling in the person that is right for you. So let's have a look. AKWANA, you're on my side here. What do you see as far as what in your culture, your tribal culture, what are the beliefs, and how do you, what do you do? How do you push out, are there any ceremonies that you do? Do you use any herbs? Tell us the story.
So for me and some of the beliefs and traditions that I was raised at, it's kind of like a split apart, right? And so when you come down here, you're one soul up there, you come down and it's split apart. And from the way that I understand it, those two halves of that same soul are not able to come together until they are basically a vibrational match. So what that means is that while you're waiting to draw this person in, just be constantly aware of the energies that you're putting out there. Make sure that you're keeping your energy levels high, that every thought, your actions, things like that that you're doing are all very high vibrational, so that you can attract and elevate to that other soul. Now, if that other person is not doing their shadow work, it's going to be difficult for y'all to be able to come together, or you might come together, but you may be pulled right back apart until they get their energies to the correct vibration. So in the meantime, just keep doing your shadow work, light candles, talk to the universe, ask for signs too. Like, do I have this other person here? The universe will tell you. Ask for very specific signs, and just to get that that affirmation from the universe that you're on the right path, because it can be, you can get discouraged along the journey. Ask for those signs, just get that, encouragement back, and keep doing your shadow work. And when it's the right time, you're going to come together.
That's perfect. Thank you. And Zara, what do you have advice for both Michael, but also for everybody else that's looking for their, as AKWANA says, the splitter half or the soulmate of that? What do you suggest, please?
Yeah, I 100% agree with AKWANA. I want to talk about preparation first. So it's really important to just prepare yourself for that relationship and clear away the negativities, clear away. And so it's really, like AKWANA said, it's about shadow work. Now, I would suggest for you particularly, I keep hearing self-sabotage keeps coming in, so that must be right for you. It's, yeah, the self-sabotage is, I feel like there's, I just want to say it, I'm just going to say it, okay? You are questioning always whether you deserve things, and you so do, you so do. You're such a special person, such a special being. So yeah, and that's where I think the self-sabotage is coming in, because it's almost like you think, well, yeah, well, I don't really deserve this, so and then the negativity comes out. So yeah, that is the biggest thing you can do for you, particularly for you, and for anybody else. Always work, yeah, shadow work, prepare yourself, because you need to be, in order to attract that special relationship, that high vibrational relationship, high frequency, and non-damaging relationship, you need to be on a high vibes only. So get your shadow work done.
Yeah.
Perfect. And last but not least, Jess, what do you have advice for Michael and for anyone else who wants to attract their soulmate or their splitter half?
Yeah, so all the same things, doing your shadow work, and just more in particularly how we do our shadow work is realizing that everybody we meet in just crossing paths, acquaintances, they're all a reflection of parts of the bigger whole, right? And reflecting parts of ourselves that we might not have recognized, or that we don't see in ourselves, or that we need to work on. And so it's understanding you at your deepest essence and core about where are your shortcomings. I know for me and my experiences that I can be too forgiving, or something of, a wound of mine and trauma bonding with another person. It can go under the radar because, I focus on such positive things and focus on the good. But also, whenever a person reveals their true colors to you, believe them. And the art of detachment, loving that experience for what it is and what it taught you. And then knowing, okay, when to detach for your greatest good and for your highest good and frequency. And so it's a balance. Everyone has such a unique path, and no two ones are the same. And, you're the ultimate spiritual authority in knowing and recognizing the soulmate and recognizing the twin, and understanding that at their worst, that and your worst, that y'all are going to work together. And if that's not happening, they're not doing that shadow work, then, you know, that's when choice comes in. And so, yeah, just trusting yourself at your deepest, you know, gut instincts. It'll navigate you quite deeply and profoundly. And so knowing yourself and knowing where your triggers are, where, you know, what you're working on, and not judging.
It's very important not to judge. But also I think the one of the biggest aspects is, and I get this a lot with my clients, is one of those aspects is where people say to me often, I'm so alone. I've been alone for so many years. I really don't believe that there is somebody out there for me. And my grandmother used to say, there's a lid for every pot. It's a really old English saying. And being a lid for every pot, I used to say, there is someone out there for you. Do the work, and you'll find that something will start tugging on your heartstrings, because you will know, you'll feel in yourself that somebody is crossing your path. All you've got to do is be in the right space, the right time, and the right mind. So thank you to everyone. Thank you so much to all my lovely panel, to AKWANA, and of course to SARA, and of course the lovely Jess all the way there in America too. And to everybody out there that has been wonderful and said beautiful things in the chat. We missed you too, and it's great to have you all back. And it's easy. We're going to be bringing lots of new things to the show, including a fast track question and answer facility and other bits and bobs. And I'm bringing back Awaken with Bev Rhodes. So that'll be during the week. And more importantly, we're going to bring back one of the very, very popular programs, which will also be on one of the TV stations. And that is where we're going to look at criminal minds. And that is called True Crime with a Twist. So watch this space. You'll see it advertised very soon. We're busy getting everything ready. And we're going to be looking at some very strange individuals. So, you know, spooky, but come and watch. We love you to be here. And thank you to everyone. And thank you to everyone in the chat. So we'll see you soon. Bye for now.